Hi, my name is Brian, and my wife Deirdre needs a miracle. 28 years ago, Deirdre got Lyme disease, and living in New York City, people knew very little about it. They knew very little about it at that time anyway. And she was very sick. It took about 9 years before somebody figured it out, and by that time she was very, very sick. They bombarded her with antibiotics and blew out her immune system. And gradually she became like the boy in the bubble. It's compounded by a very rare liver disease where 5 of her 7 detox pathways don't work, including the 2 primary ones. So she can't get any toxins out of her body. So between that and the compromised immune system, she has been getting sick by everything. She's literally like the boy in the bubble. Everything makes her sick. She has had to move out of our house and live outside on a beach. We've tried every type of doctor, every type of medicine, every type of healing modality. We've gone through everything I've made. We've gone through our life savings. We've gone through our retirement. Finally, in a last-ditch effort to save Deirdre's life, we said, okay, we have to do the thing that everybody says, you need to go live on a remote island. So we came to a remote island in Hawaii. We figured if we had the cleanest air and access to the ocean that maybe she could detox, or at least be in an environment where she takes in fewer toxins than her body can release. So for the last 2 years, Deirdre has had to live outside. We rent a small house, we use it to cook and do laundry, and I bring her meals down to the beach and I stay there at night with her so I don't leave her alone. But she's had to live outside for 2 years. It sounds like a nice idea living in Hawaii on the beach, but actually on this island the weather is very rainy, very windy. It's very harsh in the winter, it gets cold. It is really a misery to be outside and have no option to go indoors. So we are trying to build a small, safe structure made of non-toxic materials for Deirdre. At this point, this is the only hope she has. She is now too sick to fly, so she can't leave the island, and she is getting sicker and sicker by the day, so the only thing that we can try is to build a small non-toxic structure for her to live in. I've lost my job throughout all of this, in addition to going through all our money, so we are living very, very difficultly and trying to manage and trying to keep her going. So we keep running out of money for materials and labor, and we've had some very generous people try and help us build this house, but right now we need help for the structure that we're trying to build for Dierdre. We are partially through. We need to buy untreated lumber, and it's going to be made primarily out of untreated lumber and glass. So we need to buy more untreated lumber. The most expensive thing we need is a sliding door for the front. The sliding door will provide the most ventilation. It's a glass house. It's going to be very, very hot, and the sliding glass door is critical. That's going to be very expensive, and we need some kind of corrugated metal roof, and then we're going to need somebody who can use a glass cutter. I think we have enough glass, but we've got to fill in the pieces that are missing where there are not fixed windows or sliding windows, and then anyone with any building expertise who can help us finish it up, that would be great. And Deirdre can move in and move off the beach and into shelter for the first time in 2 years. Thank you. Also, at this point, we are almost 3 months behind on our rent. Our landlord has been very, very accommodating, but it's a business and he has his limits too. And we've had to agree that if we can't get the rent very soon, that we are going to have to leave the house, and he will take the structure and whatever remaining building materials there are in lieu of the rent. We have spent some time homeless here, and it's really pretty horrible, and we cannot afford to be homeless again. Deirdre, in her condition, as sick as she is, she really needs to be in a hospital. She can't afford to live outside anymore, and especially another winter. So this structure and staying on this property is our only hope right now. So we are asking for a miracle. We're asking for your help. There's no amount of money that is too large or too small. I don't know if there are so many opportunities where you can do something that will literally help save someone's life. But she's not going to survive if we lose this. So I'm asking for help. whatever you can do to help us, please help us keep this house. Deirdre's never given up in 28 years, and she's not giving up now, but if we take away the last hope that she has, it's going to be really tough. So we're asking for a miracle. Thank you very much. Aloha.